Once we've established how far, left and right we want to go, just for a basic strike call, again, if we're trying to go off the plate intentionally, we'll do that, and that'll be for another discussion. But once we've established we're trying to go, again, let's say arm side of the plate, and I'm just throwing a fastball there, I'm trying to get a strike, how am I going to position my body? Do I want to stay square? We don't. We actually slightly alter to where we're trying to square up to the pitch is how we phrase it. So what I mean by that is no pitcher throws directly over the top of their head. If they threw directly over the top, I would be square by keeping my shoulders parallel to the front part of the plate. That would be square to the flight of the ball. Instead, what I'm going to do is kind of based on that pitcher's arm angle, where he's throwing from, what pitch type it might be, and what that break is going to look like, the shape of the pitch. That's going to determine kind of how I want to square up to it. So if I've got a guy that's a little bit more of a lower slot, that ball's not coming straight here. It's going to come a little bit more at an angle. Well, what I don't want to do is I don't want to catch this ball coming at an angle and getting it outside of my body and trying to control it. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to square up to the pitch, and you're going to see me slightly angle my body, all right? I'm still keeping my outside nipple on the plate, but now my shoulders are not parallel to the front part of the plate anymore. They're slightly angled. But what I am square to is I'm square to the oncoming pitch. If I can keep that thing within my shoulders, that's going to allow me to be in the strongest position possible. It's going to allow me to create leverage against the baseball between my setup and my glove load, and that's going to allow me to handle the baseball better. If I catch this thing, let's say that same pitch, and again, I'm squared up like this, that ball is going to be coming, and it may ride me out of the zone, especially if you got some guys that throw a little harder, maybe they got some ride on the baseball. Same rule applies for lefties going to the opposite side of the plate. Now, what if I'm the same side? I'm arm side, so I got that same thing, lower slot, righty, and I've got to go to the glove side of the plate. Well, I don't necessarily want to angle away from the pitcher, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and square up here. All right, that still is going to allow me, if they do miss and it rides me a little bit, I'm still over the plate. So we should still be able to get that call. But we just feel like that puts us in the best position possible, again, to receive the baseball and to create leverage against the shape of the pitch. Based on what the pitch is, if I go back to my first example, let's say I'm going with a breaking ball, some type of slider that's going to be really east and west. It's going to be moving off the plate laterally. I may even angle slightly more to be able to handle that pitch better. You do see nowadays some extreme angles where guys are getting here. We don't do that because, again, I said it earlier, we do feel like umpires oftentimes use the frame of your body, your knees or your shoulders as a reference for the strike zone. And the more I turn, the more narrow this space gets. And I don't want to do that. So we don't get too extreme with our adjustments as far as that goes, but we do try to create a slight advantage in creating leverage against the baseball as we move through the ball with our catch to try to handle it, try to control the ball as best we can.